Hi, I'm Mirka. Spring is here and it's a great time to be learning about seeds and the plant life cycle. If you're a teacher, parent, or a librarian and you work with small children, I wanted to share my book that came out last year that's all about seeds and the plant life cycle. It's a nonfiction book that is also funny and helps them remember the facts a little bit more. I've created a bunch of free resources for this book, and I wanted to share a couple of brand new ones that I created this year. So the first resources that I wanted to show you is this brand new Taste Parts of the Plant, and my daughter has already colored this in, and the way that you play with it or use it in a classroom is you look at different vegetables that are different parts of the plant, and I've added them over here so it's easy for you to remember, and you can grab those from the store before you work on this activity for a memorable lesson on different parts of the plant, how vegetables grow, and which parts of plants we eat. And then we have this creative drawing activity, which is basically a pot, and I've given several different real looking seeds and then some imaginary seeds, and then there's a space that a child can fill up or make up their own seed, and you basically cut something out, glue it over here, and then kids can draw their own imaginary plants over here. And so that's just a kind of a fun activity that you could do during a brain break or when you want to give the kids something creative to do. And the last resource that I have is this Plant Needs and Parts flipbook. And I have two versions of it, one that has text that you have to cut out and then glue on the correct places, and then I have one where the text is already included. And for this resource, there's 3 different pages on it that you cut out, and then, for example, these 2 pieces get glued together, and I've already had my daughter work on a little demo piece or a little practice one. And so basically you would open it up and it talks about plant needs, the 3 things that plants need to grow, and then we've glued together all the different parts of the flip book that goes in between. And then the very bottom has a little seed in the dirt that little kids can then draw their own plants over there. And so it's a little bit more of a maybe involved activity, but a really fun activity. And my kid loves this little plant book that she made herself. Hopefully that's inspirational for you. The book is published by Odd Dot, which is part of Macmillan, and is available widely at bookstores and distributors. And you can find more free resources for this book and all my other ones on my website at mirkah.com. Thanks so much for joining me. Happy learning. Bye.